Hello and welcome back to Stationeers. Thank you very much for joining us in today's video. Now, last time out, I was supposed to fix an airlock, which I thought I'm going to finally get done. And then Hayes blew a hole in the hab, which we then had to very quickly repair. Off camera, we actually went around repairing a number of other things that Hayes had accidentally damaged. But we have learned something. So that's great. So for his punishment, Hayes is having to be... Where is he? There he is. Hayes is being our current portable light. You see, if I switch my light off, we have a bunch of lights. So that is Hayes' punishment right now. Anyway, off camera, I decided I'm going to change the airlock code and get it working. And in doing so, I came across a problem. So this is a system that Jake and I set up with all this recirculation. So we have air coming in from here, which currently from the hab, but eventually from the fab and the hydroponics. It will come in, go through this filtration system, all the way through here. If there's too much carbon dioxide, goes through this, back through there, not into the system and opposite, as what Jake accidentally did many episodes ago. But that was obviously quite quickly fixed. Fresh feeds out of this, should we need, going through this into our reserve tank, and then from here all of that air goes into wherever it needs to be. Now, in theory, this is a great system and it works fairly well. Apart from the fact that now that we have this recirculation system and air conditioning system in the hab going, we seem to have a problem with pressure. You see, somewhere along this line, we think it might be these systems here, there is not enough pressure going through to actually fill this tank. The volume flow is far too low, and therefore we cannot even pressurize the airlock at any reasonable speed, let alone the rest of the hab. We are having difficulty with downstairs being okay, but pushing the air to the upper vents is quite problematic. So in today's video, Jake and I are going to try to figure out what we can do to improve this with use of turbo pumps. After the intro, I'll explain a little bit about where I dumped some turbo pumps. Just to let you know, Jake, I put some back here and it didn't work, so behind the filtration system. And in fact, doing that led to this pipe blowing out. So that was not useful at all. But before all of that, apparently Hayes has some mining glasses. So I'm going to be putting on some mining glasses to see what he is talking about. You mentioned this in the last episode. I want to see what this is all about. Make sure you stay tuned. Let's get started. Let's take a look at some mining glasses and also see if we can fix a very, very vital part of our recirculation system. In fact, it is the recirculation system. Let's get started. Alright, Hayes, let's have a look at these mining glasses. So, put them on. What am I looking for? I've switched them on. Cool. Turn them on. Oh!
Look down.
Look down. Oh. Ooh. So that's it. Those are blocks of iron? Is that iron? It says Fe, I think. Maybe if I switch my light... Yeah, there we go. Oh, yes, that is definitely iron. And then over there, this is copper. Oh, this is really neat. I do not want to fall in a hole, though. Oxygen, more iron, and it shows how big the vein is, too.
Yep. And those are the specific pieces of mineral, each and every one of them.
Oh, that's really cool. We have some cobalt under us. Didn't know that. Okay.
And when digging down, you see even more further down.
That is really, really useful. I can see how this makes things a lot easier for you.
Oh, yeah.
So silicon, oxygen, more ferric, and we have some gold here. Lovely. So we have aurum. Okay, well, I'm going to end up getting distracted by this, so I'm going to give you these back. The one thing I will say is that if I switch my light off because of the scan lines on it. It does make it very easy to fall into a hole.
Well, I mean, when you're just digging down towards the nodes, you don't really care.
That is true.
Jake, where
there
are
you go.
Plus, I have been covering up the holes.
That is also true. He's right next to you, by the way.
I saw that moving around, Sars. What have you done?
I have a gift for you.
Ah.
The gifts are good. There's a gift for Jake. Right.
Gadget, I noticed another thing that might be, detrimental to our eclipse system.
Yep.
So whenever
So whereabouts are you?
I'm in the workshop.
Okay. That's fine. Go ahead. Hayes, by the way, if you could make some active vents. I think we do not have that many, so if you could make a bunch of active vents, maybe look in the hab and just see how many you'd want to place up. Hayes is going to be putting some vents up for us. Right, go ahead, Jake.
So when actually, it's going to be better if I just go out there and show it to you.
Sure.
Describing this thing is not my strong suit.
128 days have passed.
I have survived 2 days without dying. No,
that's got to be a bit more than 2. Otherwise, we're on Jake the third.
If we look over here, so this is our system to put in new gas when we are low on something. So we are constantly pumping nitrogen at the moment.
Yep.
And we are also flickering on and off the CO2. This is because it's being read by this, presumably a sensor. This sensor here.
Yes, it is this sensor here that determines that. So you can see that the carbon dioxide is at 6. So that is what is keeping that at 6.
Okay, so the carbon dioxide here is being kept at 6.
Yes.
However, the filtration machine here is being kept on when it is 5% or above. This means that so long as we have a CO2 supply that's coming into the system from our tanks, if we basically the CO2 filter is constantly going to be scrubbing, because this will always be higher than 5%.
Did I set that to 5? I thought I set it to 7. I may have accidentally set that to 5. It should have been 7. If that's the case, that is my fault. I will check it right now and fix that.
That's recirc PA.
Yeah, let me sort that out right now.
So in theory, once that is fixed, we should have some amount of flow just bypassing the CO2 filter and going round completely. So, which should help with the pressure differential.
You said it was better. You said you thought it was set to 5.
Where's my oxygen low?
I said I thought it was set to 7. It's actually set to 6. So what do you want to set to? It's set to 6%. So should we put it up to 7%? Alternatively, I say that either that or we drop the maximum amount of CO2 in the res tank, one or the other.
1 second, I'm having a suit issue.
So do you suppose I could have a copper ingot?
I'm getting an oxygen low warning.
I don't know yet.
Funny, I've just had the same warning on mine, but
Well, I was thinking if you could smelt
I'm
some.
just going to check my oxygen levels too, because I've had that same warning come up.
If we don't have any copper, I can
my oxygen actually is low. Your tank, not your tank, your filter.
I've just refilled the tank. I've still got 2 carbon dioxide filters.
Okay.
My wireless cell is fully charged.
I'll melt some copper.
Thank you. I could use 100 grams.
Right, I'm just checking the maximum pressures and controls here. I do this all in one. I cannot remember when I did this. So this is for the res tank. That is the bypass. That shunt control. Okay, so the maximum carbon dioxide for both the reserve tank and when we start scrubbing is set to the same. It should both. Right. It's both 6%.
Okay, so we should.
Do we want one slightly higher?
We want to filter out the CO2 when it's above 7%. So Recirc PA needs to do that at 7%.
We don't have any copper ore left, by the way.
Oh, great.
Oh dear.
Let me bring some.
Okay, why don't we do this, Jake? Because we're trying to pressurize to nearly standard atmospheres. Realistically, carbon dioxide should be 2.5%. So if we drop. So if we do carbon dioxide 5%, and then, so if it has over 5% carbon dioxide, it will start scrubbing.
Yep.
Otherwise, it will try and maintain 2.5%. So it basically wants 2.5% in the tank, but it will scrub at 5%. Yeah, I think that would work. So. Standby. So that is. How many lines of code was this? Oh, plenty of lines of code I've got spare here. So define.
So we want the CO2 pump to only turn on when it's at like 1%.
How many stacks do you need, Sauce?
Then the reset to
300 grams.
Put it through the filter at 5%.
Oh, okay.
Hang on for shunt.
I will also need to move some things.
Uh-oh.
What uh-oh?
Normally when it comes to moving things, that's an uh-oh.
Jake,
okay.
That black Mark II tank. Take a look what's in there.
Ooh, nice.
What's in there? I haven't really checked.
Also known as the best coolant.
Oh, we've actually got really good coolant in here. Is this what you were asking for, Sociopath, earlier?
No, I just bought that.
Yeah, this is what I was asking for. Like the ideal scenario if we could make it, but no, we just bought it from a shop.
Cool. Yeah, because for those of you interested, it might have been in the last video, we were looking at coolants a couple of videos ago, and I did not realise how realistic this was. I should just assume everything is realistic. So I said, well, we can just use gas as our coolant, and it will do things. No, specific latent heat or specific latent heat capacities are a thing in this title, and therefore we really need a liquid for our coolants. Now, the best one we could think of was water, because we couldn't really make anything else. But Sociopath has gone ahead and made whatever's in this gas tank, or not made, but bought it. So that is going to be our coolant when we actually get the cooling systems working. We'll do that later. We'll pop that in later on. That's not important. Right, I've reworked this.
Okay. So the CO2 should be filtered out when at 5%. Yes.
Yes. So this should come down to 5% and swap over, but below 5% it will bypass. But this thing only wants 2.5% of CO2 in the tank. So therefore, once this clears through, that CO2 switch should not be switching on as often at all. In fact, it may never come back on.
It's still switching.
No, it will for a while, because we're still trying to... So what we're trying to do is we're currently trying to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide we have. So we've got to get it below 5%.
Yeah, so what I'm going to suggest, can we turn off the system for a bit?
The aircon system? Climate control, yes we can. I'll go switch them off. Actually, Hayes, are you inside?
Nope.
No, okay, I'll go switch them off.
I should really put a valve there.
Okay, there's a little cup in that backpack.
You can, in theory, just pull that. See that? Yeah, that one. that will shut off any way of getting air in, which should just switch the system off inside. Because the system will go, well, I cannot pull any more in. But me being concerned about, since how realistic this seems to be, me being concerned about overheating of components, where it's trying to drag air in and no coolant and no airflow, I'm just going to do this manually.
Right.
Okay, vents inside are now switched off.
Cool.
So that's it. Then they will not switch back on because I've switched the main program off as well. Yeah. Now what you will notice is that in doing that, you will see that the res tank starts filling up very quickly.
Are we still taking stuff out of the system then?
Yeah, because there's still stuff. I'll show you where it is. It's in that tank. Yeah, that tank. So once that tank is empty, then we'll be fine. Now, this is why I believe the issue is this area here.
Yes.
Putting
okay,
a turbo pump here doesn't work, though.
Here is my plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I've built 2 new atmospherics kits, so we're going to double up on both filtration machines.
Okay.
Which is going to require me to move things around slightly. That should be fine. We stick them in with filters, so we get a double circulation capacity for now.
Can I suggest a stupid idea?
Is it tear it all down and put it back together again?
It is, but moving it actually building a completely separate spot for it where we've got room to expand it should we need. Because if you were to add a bit here and we need to do it again, it's not going to work. So we can leave this running, letting it filter whatever it's doing, build the new set,
build a new system,
and then move it over.
That's the sensible way to do it.
Unfortunately, I was trained to do things sensibly.
I was not.
No. Yeah.
If my familial connection has anything to do with it.
What was this? What's it again? Measure once, cut twice.
Measure once, cut once, bulldoze, repeat.
Ah. Yeah, I try not to do that sort of stuff.
So I require steel frame.
I mean, if you put the effort in and got a bulldozer, you'd want to use it, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Ouch.
Right, okay, so that is, I think that is what we need to do. Hayes, how far away are you?
In the factory.
Okay, because you've got the ability to terraform this area, don't you?
Sure.
Could you terraform? Yeah, exactly. If you could come along and terraform an area for us, much appreciated.
Okay, so light green is done.
Right, so I'm thinking behind here where these gas, this area. So Jake, behind the gas room.
Yes.
I'm thinking behind there is where we put all our stuff. So if you could flatten this area out to slightly below this level so that we can actually put the floor down, if that's possible. I don't know how you.
This is the level it goes to when you do blocks, but I suppose I could scrape a little off.
You could make it one block down so we can place the block in. So can you see how it's? If you take a little bit.
This is one block down.
Is that it? Okay, yes. So could you flatten some of this and make this area and cover up this hole, for example? I'd say probably up to here, up to where we've got this open or this unpanelled section, please. Thank you. And it probably needs to come out to about maybe about here, Hayes. So what's that? Probably about 4 or 5 blocks outwards.
So what I'm imagining is that we have 2 rows of filtration machines, And anytime that we want to increase throughput, we just increase the number of filtration machines on each row.
Yeah. And if we label each one of the valves, bypasses, and all of them the same thing,
then it should
computer will
once
work.
we hook it up properly.
Not only that, we can increase the number of them if we need to, and every one we increase, as long as we name it the same thing, the computer will register it as one item.
Yeah. I'd rather move them to be turbo pumps first, but we don't actually use any pumps, we just use like valves.
Yes, so this is where I think we need to reconsider this with turbo pumps, because that might help us as well. We could use this, our current system, as sort of a test bed. So add the turbo pumps in, see where they work best, see where they don't.
So the only place where turbo pumps would be needed is to increase the pressure differential between different pipe networks, which would be the overflow tank and the new tank. Making a vacuum after the filtration system and a opposite of a vacuum beforehand. Because that's the only thing that will help increase the speed.
Yeah. So I was thinking...
you don't need any pumps for this stuff because this already has a pressure of 2 megapascals when at capacity.
But this has did this not have a higher pressure? This had 6 or something in it. Oh no, this is 280 kilopascals right now.
So the outflow pipe from the filtration system, the stuff that is clean and what we want, should always be low pressure because it's being pumped into a separate tank. So this turbo pump is probably where we only need the turbo pump.
Jake, I found the issue.
What's that?
It's this filter, I think.
Yes,
I think it's specifically this one, not that one. Specifically, which means it's the carbon dioxide one. I think this one is okay. I didn't check this little bit before, so possibly. What if we were to place? This is maybe a stupid idea, but what if we were to place a turbo pump here?
What would that do?
I'm hoping that somehow helps increase the speed at which it goes through this filtration system. See, I don't know what's on the what the internals of this filtration system is, so I'm hoping that by having a complete vacuum on this side, although what is it currently here? It's only 300.
It's the amount in here is close to vacuum.
Now, 300 kilopascals is still... I'm curious if placing one right here would actually start feeding this through faster. It probably won't work, but I guess we can try.
There's an easy way to do this. Give me a moment.
Sure.
Well, I need to deconstruct hand drill.
I need to apparently have some water, and I do. Oh, I have some water on me. Instead of going in, I'm going to do the whole...
That will do long damage slowly, though. I found that out.
What's that? The opening your helmet outside and quickly drop? Oh.
Because I noticed that when you have the warning, you can actually see it going up slightly when you do it.
Okay, well, I'll go drink inside.
Gadget, you don't happen to have a pump, do you? Because I've only got pressure regulators.
No,
also, that thing that I was
one.
looking at is a pressure regulator.
It is. I can go grab one.
Yeah.
I'll go see if we may not have one, so I'll get one made. Blast doors. We've got stuff here. Volume pump we have, but you want a turbo pump, don't you?
Just a regular volume pump will help because we're dealing with such a small output from the filtration machine.
Okay, I've got some volume pumps on me. Let me just have a quick drink and might as well grab some food. Same problem with you? Or
no, that was close. We nearly had the pipe rupture.
Yes. I've done that. in the tests. I had that blowout. I'm like, oh well, rubbish. Right. Let's open the helmet and drink.
Oxygen
Yeah, I
low.
know the oxygen's low. We're dealing with it. I now have 114%. Okay, well, rubbish. Has a ship just arrived, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just being careful there. Do you need? You know what I'm going to do, just to get things going. I've got some pipe on me as well, so I'll. Oh, where is our water fill-up station still? Is it still out there? It is still out there. Okay, Jake. Here's your 3 volume pumps. What are you building out here for?
Okay, so there is where we're going to be putting the new system.
Yes, this is our new system out here. Back
Yep.
here. Yep. I was just confused why you're building out this side at the moment. Or are you just preparing for...
I am preparing. So...
Oh, that's fine. Right, let me... So I've got that. I'm also just going to dump some additional pipes here. So I've got some insulated pipes for us to use as well. Sensors, should we need them. That's a tank and a logic switch, should we need it. Okay, I'm just going to fill up this water too. Oh, no, don't need to do that. What am I doing? Excellent. Right. Yeah, let's see if this helps in any which way. Because that might have been... I think that was one place I did not try a pump.
Okay,
It's
pressure's
helping.
going down.
It's helping.
How so?
It's dropping very quickly, the pressure. In this part of the pipe network, the pressure is now dropping.
It was higher than its equilibrium point because of the action to change things over. We need to wait until
Oh, okay.
the pressure goes down a bit more.
Well, it's down to 7, which is something.
Okay.
And now we've got 1.2 megapascals coming out of this side.
The processed input is now lower than it was.
I just need to check what's in here. We still have 12 megapascals in here. So, and what's through here? 11 going through here. So that is as good as this is going to get. 6.9 through this and dropping.
Okay. I believe that the pump that we just installed is now a bottleneck.
Can we replace that with a turbo pump then?
We could, but it would still be a bottleneck for higher pressures.
We, honestly, as long as we can have it at... How many megapascals? What did we set this to? We said we wanted this up to 30 megapascals, didn't we? I think we did.
What part?
The
230?
The reserve tank area. Initially it was a reserve tank, but now obviously because this is a pipe network, that's different. Also, I've just noticed that this now has new terms. Maybe they were there before, but I never noticed. But convected, radiated, and latent.
Yes.
So
that's to do with the cooling mechanics.
So that's with the pipe updates, right?
No, I think that was there before.
Oh, I've just never noticed that then. Just never read it. 116 on this side, 2 on this side. Why is that? Where is our bottle? Is this... This is at full.
We're running out of coal, by the way, Hayes.
8
I'll get
megapascals, that's good. Okay, Okay. I think... Could we try and... But I need to check how these turbo pumps work, because I actually do not know. So what do they do?
Turbo pumps do exactly the same as the volume pump, apart from they can do a higher amount at once.
Shifts 10 times more.
Yes.
Okay.
So here's the problem.
Yep.
Because we have this pump on basically exactly the same line as the turbo pump,
Yeah.
it's basically slowing it down by 10 times in ideal conditions.
So realistically, what we want...
we can only have, through this line, 10 litres.
Yeah.
Whereas this can pull 100 litres.
And if we were to turn that to a turbo pump, then yes, it's better, but only up to an extent, because then we're limited by the turbo pumps themselves.
Yeah. So the turbo pump being here is replicating a pump being here in terms of its effect on pressure.
I have just thought of something. Maybe, just maybe, these filtration systems do not have any bottlenecking in them at all. All the bottleneck is to do with pumps. What if, this is another stupid idea, and I don't know how we're going to pull this off. We might need to take this wall down to try it. What if we put two pumps in parallel here, two turbo pumps in parallel here, and two turbo pumps in parallel here, and connected them up to see, as an experiment, if that speeds things up significantly. If it does, I don't think these have bottlenecks capabilities at all. It's a straight through.
Who nicked all my pipes?
I've put some more pipes in
I built a bunch of pipes.
Insulated ones. Insulated? Yes. I've brought them outside for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll pop them down. Where do you want them? Pop down for collection.
Just throw them on the floor. I'll pick them.
Order number 372 to your collection points, please.
I wonder, is that specific voice unique to the UK, or does that appear elsewhere?
It must be. Right. It must be the UK only, right?
So we want this line.
Because it's an Argos thing. Where else is Argos all over the world?
Mind the gap.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
I'll be honest, that was one of the things I enjoyed the most about the London Tube. Her announcer voice is just so calming and like, oh, this is nice.
Do you know there's quite a few of those announcement voices? Have you heard the original?
I don't know.
It's a man. I think he's passed away some years ago. But it is quite a demanding received pronunciation. It's just mind the gap.
Yeah, okay.
And that is it. So you're just walking, so the tube doors, they open, and all you hear is, mind the gap. And then you get to a different station, and it's like, this is Embankment. Change here for the Circle, Northern, and whatever other lines there are. I can't remember them off the top of my head. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is a Circle Line service to Hammersmith.
Elephant and Castle.
No, wrong line.
This is a Hammersmith and City line to Hammersmith and City.
No, I just remember that was one I heard often.
I've never been on the... what's the really tiny line called? The light blue one. I cannot remember now.
I don't have context. I don't go to London.
That's a big one.
No. It's Waterloo and City. Waterloo and City line. It has 2 stations.
Oh.
It literally has 2 stations. And I have never been on that because, well, I've had no need to go between those 2 stations. And I just think to myself, I wonder what the announcements are like on that particular line. Because it is... What are you going to say? This is a Waterloo and City service to Waterloo. And then it gets there and it's... This is a Waterloo and City service to Where does it go? I think London Bridge, I think is where it goes.
So, I mean, it sounds like it should just go, if you missed your stop, you're...
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sorry, no, it goes from Waterloo, not to London Bridge. It goes from Waterloo to Bank, which makes sense in the city. So it goes from Waterloo to Bank. That is it. It does nothing else.
Huh.
This is a Waterloo and City service to Bank.
I stayed at a hostel right near Waterloo.
You could have gone to Bank.
Yeah, but I decided to go much further.
You could have taken the Waterloo and City service to Bank. Welcome to City of London. What are you doing here, Jay? Oh, you're just twisting these around.
I'm thinking. One moment.
First time I was on the tube, I was, as the British would say, feces-faced.
Yeah.
I see.
Well smashed.
Yes.
Do you realise that in Britain you can say anything to sound as if you were inebriated?
Yeah, I know. That's a very good one.
It's just the way you have to say it. Yes, so you can say anything from tipsy.
My friend who's from London kept having me repeat the instructions to get back to Waterloo. It's like, I got it.
It isn't hard to get to Waterloo. All you have to do is get on the train at Bank.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you're on that line. I was out in, what's the colourful suburb in the north called? I forgot right now.
Camden?
Yeah, Camden Town, yeah.
So it's a colourful suburb, but it's got to be Camden Town. Well, we say that, but you see Camden Town and that middle bit, but then when you do go have a look at the borough of Camden, not so colourful. Although I do think Abbey Road is in the borough of Camden.
Oh, but I was being sincere. I did think it was a lovely place.
Oh, there are parts of it that are really nice. Camden Market is quite lovely. But
Yeah,
I do remember driving down. So I don't know what zebra crossings are like in Europe. Oh, well, in the various different countries. So what you are...
obey.
Yeah, so do you stop? So if somebody's at a zebra crossing, you stop and let them cross?
We have to.
Yes, okay.
If the light is red, we stop, which was a bit of a
No lights. No lights. It's just a zebra crossing. No traffic lights.
Oh,
Then you
well,
stop
yeah.
because you have to.
Zebra, they're ones across the road with flashing amber lights on either side. Do you have those?
Amber lights.
I don't think I've seen
we
those.
don't have those. We just have the white stripes on the road.
But I
At
mean,
junctions.
for zebra crossings without lights, it's the law that the car must hold for pedestrians.
Okay, so over here we have zebra crossings. Now, I've recently learnt that technically you do not actually have to stop unless a person is already crossing, but it is courtesy that we stop for those.
Here's like a £200 fine if you actually endanger someone by not stopping.
No, we do not. Well, we have that at pelican crossings, toucan crossings, any other type of crossing, but a zebra crossing, nobody has right of way over another. But if a pedestrian is already crossing, you have to stop. However, it's a courtesy that we generally... I did not know this. I thought it was the law is you have to stop. I only learned this recently, that no, the law is not that you have to stop, but everybody generally stops anyway. However, at Abbey Road... So, have you seen the Beatles cover for Abbey?
Yeah.
And it's got the zebra crossing. So
The White Album, right?
Yeah. So I was driving down Abbey Road, and I got to the zebra crossing, and there's a whole bunch of people there. So I stopped, and they're looking at me as if I'm mad. I'm like, well, why are you standing on the zebra crossing then? Like, get away from the zebra crossing so I know you're not trying to cross. They want to take photos. What they want to do is wait until a car has passed and then stand in the middle of the zebra crossing and recreate the recreate the four beetles walking across. But because they're queued at the zebra crossing, as in standing at the edge of the pavement, I'm like, oh, they want to cross. So I'm going to be polite and stop. And I stop, and they're looking at me, and I'm looking at them. And then they're waving me on, and I'm thinking, well, get away from the zebra crossing then. Wait until all the cars have passed, and then go to the zebra crossing. Instead of standing at the zebra crossing, confusing everybody. I went past, I looked in my rearview mirror, another car's done the exact same thing. Gone around the corner, seen them, stopped. Oh, all right then. But yeah, that's in Camden, I believe.
I did have a bit of a culture shock in central London when I came to a zebra crossing with a light, and some other people were walking, and London Bobby was there as well. And as I should, I stop at the red light, and then the Bobby just crosses the road. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, that's not a zebra crossing. That's so with the red man. Or...
No, where you have the stripes on the road and you have a normal traffic light at it.
We do not have stripes on the road with normal traffic lights across them.
Yeah, I think we do.
They did there in
where?
Near Waterloo.
With
there
normal
are
traffic
some
lights.
places with a designated crossing area, and they have traffic lights. Yes.
A zebra crossing with full traffic lights.
No. So it's not a zebra crossing.
It's a normal crossing.
But it's a regular crossing.
Yeah. Okay. Normal crossings. Yes. Okay. I'm following. Yes. Normal crossings.
Okay. Well, I mean,
I don't know why you weren't following that, but
here we wouldn't call. So when you say zebra crossing, you're talking about only the stripes then.
Yes, zebra crossings are the one with the stripes, and on the side you have two black and white poles with an amber light. That's a zebra crossing.
We use any pedestrian crossing with the stripy lines.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
Calling those zebra.
So all of our other crossings are either pelican crossings or toucan crossings, or we can just cross the road.
The surprise was that it's apparently common in the UK to ignore a red light if there's no traffic.
That is not the case.
Well, apparently it is in London. I found out since.
You should not be ignoring red lights, whether there is traffic or not. That is not. That is illegal and an immediate 3 points.
And the police officer ignored it as well. No. Walking.
If you
as
are
pedestrian.
Yeah, if you're walking as a pedestrian, that's fine. If it's clear, ignore all lights. You're free to cross.
Yeah, that's not a thing in
as
in Europe.
No, as a pedestrian, we do not have jaywalking laws. So you are free to cross as a pedestrian wherever you want, as long as it is safe. And you obviously have to take responsibility for looking left and right, green cross code, and all of that kind of stuff.
I mean, lots of people still do it here, but what surprised me was the police officer just walked across. I
do it. Sometimes I'm walking around, and you'll occasionally see people have stopped. For example, if I'm in, let's say, I don't know, central London, and I'm sitting there or I'm standing there, and the lights are red for everybody. So all traffic lights are green, but there's no vehicles. And, the red man is up. Everyone's waiting. Everyone's standing there waiting. And I just cross. I'm just it's fine. I can cross. So I start crossing, and then it's really weird because you start crossing and everybody else, all the tourists think, oh, a British person is crossing. It must be safe to cross. And they all start following you, and you feel like a general leading an entire cohort into battle.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And you're just onward, men.
I mean, here and as far as I know, in Holland as well, SOS can verify this. If you cross red as pedestrian, you risk your life from bicyclists.
You risk your life because you get fined.
So we have a problem with cyclists in this country.
No, you don't have a problem with cyclists.
No, we do have a problem with cyclists in this country.
We don't. No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
You do have a problem. You don't have any.
No, we do have cyclists.
No, you don't.
There are some good cyclists, which, they obey the traffic laws and they cycle properly and they wear a helmet and all of that kind of stuff. I'm like, great, brilliant. And then you have those who think that the law does not apply to them. So they will jump red lights. And we have areas where you actually have cycle lights. So you actually have red lights with a bicycle symbol on it.
Oh, wow.
And they will jump
Did you hear
those.
that, Sauce? They have cycle lights in Britain.
Wow. Well, I know you lot have them everywhere. But
I mean,
we have those
Denmark,
and they ignore them.
Denmark literally has twice the amount of cycles that we have people, and I think Holland is more like 3 times almost.
Yeah, no, we have a cyclist problem in that not the bicycles that are the problem, the people riding the bicycles are a problem. They just...
I feel like you just have a grudge, Gadget.
Jake, you do not drive, though.
No, but I know how to drive.
Yeah, you know how to drive, but you do not drive. So when I'm actually out and about driving, I expect cyclists to obey the same rules as a driver. No, they don't. They really don't. It's like, red light? No, I'm going to cross it.
That seems like a you issue, though.
No, it's the law. Like the law is they have to follow the same rules. If they are on the road...
expecting them to.
Yeah, because it's dangerous otherwise. And that's how we end up with people getting clipped. Or cyclists having an accident. And the reason that I sort of do not appreciate it is because if you hit a cyclist, no matter what, it is your fault.
Yeah,
no matter what. Even if you are on a green light and they have jumped to red and you've hit them, it's your fault.
I mean, that's the same in Holland.
Yeah, and I think that's stupid. And I
No.
Why?
If you hit something with your car, it's always the weakest traffic, the one which is the weakest, which has the right of way, even if he does it wrong.
Yeah, I disagree with that. I flat out disagree. I go, if you are going to jump a red light, because if you jump a red light, then that is your fault. I'm not saying that you accelerate and hit the person.
Do you have to hit him?
If you can't brake in time, if you're on a green light and you've crossed and he's crossed on a red, that is no, I don't think so. I completely disagree with that. Although on that note, on that note,
brake on time, it's your issue.
Gentlemen,
because you have
start your engines.
To bring us back on the topic of this video game we're playing.
Yes, we should probably do that.
So I know that you guys like Truck Simulator and all that, but I'm not really interested. Instead, this space game is more my jam. Right. To explain to the audience using Gadget as like some kind of camera crew, this is the rough idea I have for the system. It is bereft of any pumps or circuitry of any kind, so it kind of looks a bit naff.
Yep. I'm assuming the pumps are going in here.
Well, not pumps, but yes.
Okay, cool.
So what we have here, this filtration machine, which will be an entire row of filtration machines equal to the amount of our demand.
Cool.
Is the pollution and nitrous oxide filter.
Mm-hmm.
So they will export everything that's not that into this central line. So we'll have a pipe going all the way along here. This bit that I'm going to deconstruct and reconstruct for the audience's benefit, this one here is going to be the sensor that determines, hey, is there too much carbon dioxide in this filtered output? If that's the case, then it follows this line here, going past this valve, which doesn't exist, but just imagine, onto the line which is the carbon dioxide filters.
Yep, got it.
Carbon dioxide filter exports out here, goes along over to here. So this is the filtered line of the atmosphere we're using, and then we add any additional atmosphere components we need on the same system we've got on the other side.
Cool.
The carbon dioxide here goes into the pipe in the same way that we have before.
So we'll just put these three valves here.
On a logic diagram, it is exactly the same as before.
Just bigger.
We're just able to add additional machines in parallel.
That works.
effectively endlessly, so long as there is Martian terrain for us to plant on.
And that is probably where we should end this episode. So in the next episode, we'll actually get this up and running, and hopefully that does end up helping our situation. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Stationeers. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting us know what you think, any suggestions you might have, although it might be months before we get around to doing them. If you can do so, or wish to do so, you can check out my Patreon, Discord, and social media. Link to all of those in the description box below. And lastly, do go check out Jake's channel at ZeroJake on YouTube. That is all from me, Sociopath, Hayes, and Jake. And we shall see you next time, where we will get this up and running. And hopefully, if that is running, we'll have the hab being able to be pressurized better, which will be success all around, because that then means the airlock will be able to start running. We'll see you next time.